Tries to play snooker himself. It doesn't work. Very difficult to get snooker off a pink and black. So, and Jamie's got a chance here in the pink. Could this be it? No. So Igo has another chance. You need exact position with the pace and the angle to get a snooker here. Nice try, but the pink wasn't hit hard enough. Puts him in a snooker, so lots of pressure on Igo at the moment. Gets out of it. Could this be the ball? It's going there. It's in. Jamie Anderson from England, from Blackburn, has won the German Masters. Congratulations from Igo Radno. And that's it. The frame is over. The match is over. Jamie Anderson wins the German Masters final 2-1 after coming back from 1 set down, with Igo just needing one frame to win. But Jamie showed composure. A bit of luck was there, but both of them had luck, and I think Jamie played a great game. So that's it. Well done to Jamie. Unlucky to Igo Radno. Jamie Anderson wins £120,000 in prize money. Standard for the knockout games. Well, thank you for watching, and congratulations to Jamie Anderson.
Welcome to Roulette. Place your bets, please.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you can hear me. This is David Badderquill in quotation marks. This is the live draw for the China Open, which begins tomorrow, the third tournament in FSC season. We're just about to make that draw. Now, there's 13 players altogether that have entered the tournament, and they are on the right, as you maybe can see. Just check something here. And the Iga Radnor, Jamie Anderson, Alan Lockett, Peter Stevens, Eriken, Mike Mora, Rafat Elhagen, Russell Maguire, who would like to wish a happy birthday today. Many happy returns, Russell. Anthony O'Flanagan, Maria Goncalves, Stevie Big Man Millward, Preben Sund, or the Sund King, and Jamie Washburn. Now, there's a couple of players I'd like to mention here. Anthony O'Flanagan. Anthony entered the German Masters, but there was some kind of issue when he was playing with Russell, and I spoke with Russell about that. There's a bit of confusion about what he meant in terms of, he was saying that there was points being added on to the game he was playing with Russell, and we couldn't really work out what he meant. So he was taken out of the championship, or we had to withdraw him. I've spoken to him since, so we're going to give him another chance, and hopefully there'll be no problems. And I will try and clarify with him before he plays his first game that everything is A-OK. And Jamie Washburn, he's entered, and he's new to FFC tournaments. But what I'd like to say about any new players that we add in, we're quite happy to add players in, and we can see how it goes. If there's any problems, they don't turn up, then obviously whoever they're drawing against will go through to the next round. There's a lot of messing about with trying to speak to players, contact them, try and explain the rules to them, and generally get an idea that they're understanding of what happens. Actually, I've just noticed that I've missed out a player, and that's Norman McCaw. So there's actually 14 players. Norman didn't actually press join, and I just realised now that he's in as well. Yes, so Jamie Washburn and Anthony and Norman will be entered. But like I say, if there's a problem with their understanding how it works, getting there on time, following the general rules, then obviously we'll just have to deal with that as it comes. But if that can't be solved, then obviously we'll just have to withdraw them or allow the player they're playing against into the next tournament. And we'll just have to see over time, hopefully new players will get used to how we do it. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, we have the top 8 seeds. Iger, Jamie, Alan, Peter, Erman, Mike, Rafat and Russell. They are the top 8 seeds for all of FFC. They're the top 8 world ranking players. Jamie Anderson, because of his win yesterday, moved up to number 2. And the top, because there's 14 players, that means 2 places are missing. So the top seeds will go through, and that will be Moller and Jamie. I keep calling him Moller. Igor is his first name. So I've just deleted Alan Lockett, because originally we thought there was 3 places, but now obviously because Norman's been added, that means there's 2. So Igor and Jamie, as you can see on the table, hopefully, have a bye for the round 1, and they will automatically be in the quarterfinals. And this is the lineup for the quarterfinals here. And it's obviously they're the seeds next to the names. Look, we're looking at the middle table here. This middle table. Igor's top seed, Jamie's number 2, and then the seeds are divided for the following rounds. So, for example, whoever Russell plays, The winner of that match will play Igor Radnor in the next round, and Erman or his opponent will play either Peter or his opponent, and so on. Alan could play Mike or one of their opponents, and Rafat will play Jamie in the next round, the quarterfinal round. Okay. So I can see a few people here looking at the proceedings, so I shall start. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spin the wheel, and each player in turn will go on to this list here. So the first player I draw out will play Russell Maguire, the second player Erman, Peter, and so on. I'm getting a question here from Jamie. Does one more player have a bye with MMC being added? It's one less player has a bye, because there's 14 players, not 13. Obviously, ideally, we want to get to 16 regular players. That would be great, and possibly more. But a good 16 regular players would be the target. So any players that people play who they feel would be suitable to join, and they're fair players and they're decent players, then please, by all means, let the committee know. Okay, so is there any other questions before I begin? No? Okay. So let's begin. So the first player will be against Russell Maguire. And I'm just going to put the numbers in. It would help. As I'm doing that, I'll just explain. This is a major tournament, one of 3 tournaments in the season that follows the real snooker format. So it's the long game. Whatever the China Open amount of frames will be the same for our tournament. So the round 1 will be the first to 5 frames. The quarterfinal will be first to 5. The semi-final will be first to 6, and the final will be first to 10. The sessions can be played in one session. Everything will be based on players' agreement. So when this draw is made, I'll put the fixtures up. Then it'll be down to the players to arrange a time that's suitable to them. Round 1 has to be played by Thursday. And you can see on the FBEI, the Facebook event invitation, when the deadlines are. Okay, so we've got the numbers there. We're just about to make the draw. So the first player will be the player to play Russell Maguire. Let's make the first draw.
Black even.
Number 12. Can Jamie just tell me that you can hear me? I just want to double check you can actually hear me. So I don't want to be talking and no one's knowing what's going on. Okay, great. So number 12 is Norman McCaw. Norman McCaw, very good player. Took Jamie to 3 sets in the German Masters. So German Masters Jamie, we had a very, very close match. So Norman is a serious player. So Russell's got his hands, what's the expression? His hands full for the first round. So I'm just going to remove Norman here and move the numbers here. Okay, so the next player will be the player who plays Erman Eriken, former #1, very, very good player, the only pro player in the tournament in the FFC, and has a handicap. And let's see who Erman will play.
Four, black, even.
Number 4. And number 4 is Jamie Washburn. Julian Washburn, sorry, my apologies. Julian did quite well last night in an ILMP tournament, which, by the way, we didn't finish, and we possibly could finish that later on. And he did quite well, so he's improving, and he's should be a good game against Erman. Transfer his numbers. Okay, the next player is the person to play Peter Stevens. And let's make that draw.
Four, black, even.
Number 4 again. And that is Stevie Big Man Millward. That's going to be a good game. 2 very strong players there. So Stevie Big Man Millward will play Peter Stevens from Belgium. That match will play from Tuesday onwards. Peter doesn't play on a Monday, but that's something both players can work out for themselves. And just to say that any players who don't respond to the FBF will be eliminated. As there's a real good reason why they couldn't react to it. It's very important that players are proactive and they respond to the FBFs, update the FBFs, talk to each other through the FBFs, so everyone can see, and it's a good reference point, so we can all go, or anyone can go and see what's happening with that match. Ideally as well, it would be great if players could update it when it's finished, but not to worry. Let me just see what happened there. Three, 10, and 11. Oh, what am I doing? Two, 8, 4. Okay, so Stevie can be removed. The next player will be the person to play Alan Lockett. So let's make that draw. So you just check 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is there a 9 there? Okay. Let's make the draw. This is who will play Alan Lockett.
Zero.
0. And 0 is Anthony O'Flanagan. New player. Who I'm not too sure how good Anthony is yet, really. We're nearly there. Just got 2 players left. That's Maria and Preben. And 2 spaces left to play Mike and Rafat. So this next player that I'm going to draw out will be against Mike Mora. Now, Mike Mora, unfortunately, hasn't really been that proactive in recent tournaments. In EPL 1, he missed the final 2 games, or he missed the penultimate game, and he was late for the final game. In the German Masters, he didn't turn up against Adam Cleary at all. So I'm hoping, just give him a bit of leeway. I have spoke to him. He is someone that likes playing. He's a good player. And when he's here, he's a nice player to play with, and seems like a good guy. But obviously, he has to hopefully improve or kind of let us know more often. So we'll keep him in for the moment, hopefully. And this is who will play Mike Mora in the round 1.
Two black even.
2. And 2 is Preben Sund. So the Sund King will play Mike Mora. And that means that Rafa Elhagen will play Maria Goncalves. So there's the draw for the China Open. The first round will be available to play from Monday. It must be finished by Thursday. First to 5 frames. You can play it in 1 session, or it should be played. It's either 1 session or 2 sessions. But please, just to request the players just to interact with each other, speak to each other, and play the game as soon as possible so we can then move on to the next round. But there are strict boundaries between each round, which I've had to fit so we can keep the schedule going. So unless there's any questions, that concludes the China Open. I'll just run down them again. Igor Radnor has a bye in round 1 and goes through to the quarterfinal because he's a top seed. He's number 1 seed. Russell Maguire, seed 8, will play Norman McCaw. Herman Eriken, seed 5, will play Julian Washburn. Peter Stevens, seed 4, will play Steve Bigman Millward. Seed number 3, Alan Lockett, will play Anthony O'Flanagan. Seed 6, Mike Mora, will play Preben Sund. Seed 7, Rafael Hagen will play Maria Goncalves, and Seed 2, Jamie Anderson, has a bye and will go through to the quarterfinal. That concludes the China Open. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck to all players.